Okay, doctrinal summary. Guess what? This is the the final professor video. Here we are in what are we? In session 6, already March 23rd. Wow. Sorry I'm getting this video out a little bit late. It's about a day late. I'm sure that's okay with you. But anyways, here we are at the end, and this video really will be the shortest. I always kind of say that. There's going to be a short video, and sometimes they don't end up that short. They go a little long, but this one will, because I want to just let you know a couple things, what to expect in the coming weeks. I have updated the syllabus. Okay, there it is. If you look, and I've uploaded the updated syllabus in the Blackboard. If you go to the syllabus and course materials and syllabus, the new one is in there. That mid-module break kind of messed things up and got us back a week, and I didn't want it to get confusing in the next few weeks, so I went ahead and changed it from session 5 on. So you will see the new dates in there. Because this is not a normal class. The way we do this is you've been writing a book, and then you put it together, and then you have to orally defend it. And after you do your oral defense, you're gonna get some feedback and some provisions maybe to be made from your readers, and you're gonna want to incorporate those, and then send in a finalized copy after your oral defense. And then you're finally done. So this course actually goes a little bit longer. It's about 29 weeks really, because of that last week of oral defenses and then turning in the finalized copy. So I went ahead and changed the date so you can look at it. Please do look at that syllabus, and you'll see that the Doctrine of Christian Life is due next week on the 30th. And then your first draft, which is really your oral defense copy, that's due the next week on April 6th. Now that actually, what you submit on April 6th is going to be your entire doctrinal summary, all 12 chapters, with all of my feedback and corrections and revisions all done. What you submit back in the session 7 link as that first draft, that's what's going to your defense readers. There'll probably be about 3. Myself and 2 other faculty members, maybe a 4th, that'll be at your oral defense. That's the copy they get. So what you send back on the 6th, that's going to be your actual copy that you defend. And then when you look at the syllabus, which I'm looking at now, the dates, let's see, that's then we have that Easter spring break from April 10th to the 15th. And the week after the Easter break, or the spring break, I don't know why we call it spring break. It's an Easter break, but either way, spring break, Easter break, whatever. On the 24th, that week of the 24th to 28th. Now that is going to be the week of your oral defense. Now, I'm going to have to, it is actually not too easy trying to get an entire team of people for each one of the students in the course. Some of you want a specific faculty member, and have requested that. Others haven't. It's not that easy. All professors are extremely busy wrapping up their courses and whatnot, and they need a copy of your oral defense, or excuse me, your doctrinal summary 2 weeks in advance to be able to read through everything that you've written. And I give them a sheet of all the outlines that you've had and what to look for. So they're going to be going through it all, and they need time to do that. So I'm going to be plotting dates for all of you. And I'm hoping that each one of them works. Now, for those of you that are online, there's only a couple of you, several, I think 3 of you that are online. You'll be able to do your oral defense probably through Zoom. We'll be at the school, and your committee will be there, and it'll be on the big screen. We'll do it that way. If there's any of you for any reason that cannot make it to campus to do to do the oral defense, all of you that are registered as on-ground students are supposed to. You're expected to be able to make the date given to you and to be able to be there for your oral defense. If for any reason you can't, you'll have to let me know right away. But that's got to be some real dire circumstances, because you're expected to be there. You are registered as an on-ground student, and that's going to be the last day you're on campus for this course. But that oral defense week, the 24th to 28th, I'm hoping that either Tuesday, I'm really hoping Tuesdays work for you, Tuesday or Thursday. It's going to be probably one of those days, and it has to be for the other faculty members as well that teach a lot of times on Mondays and Wednesdays, Fridays. Those are big class days. So Tuesdays and Thursdays are the dates that I'm going to give you. So if you have a problem with one of those, or how your schedule is during those days, like you have work or whatever it may be, you got to let me know pronto. You might even have to take the day off, whatever it may be. This is the final day of this course. It's technically it's for you to get your bachelor's degrees. So it's a very important day that you make it. So I will be reaching out to different faculty members. I already have to schedule these defenses, and they're going to take your copy. You give me, you submit through Blackboard on the 6th. That's the copy you're going to defend. They're going to make some feedback and revisions, and then that following week, I mean, I would suggest even doing it the day or two after your oral defense. Get that finalized copy in. That's the final one. It's 125 points. Between that one and the oral defense and the first copy, it's 250 points. So you need both in. And so this course is a little different. It goes about a week later than the rest do. So I'm giving you a week after your oral defense. You have exactly 1 week, so you have till the 4th, May 4th, to get that finalized copy. And that's the copy that with revisions, if there are any to be made after your oral defense, you're going to submit that back. If for any reason there aren't any revisions to have to be made, then you're just sending back the same copy you sent in that you defended. But that's going to close out the whole course, and then grades are due. So I have, just so you know, faculty members, we have 2 weeks after the course is done to submit grades. For me, it's it's kind of crunch time because I have to wait for that finalized copy from you after oral defense before I can submit the final grade. So you get that in as soon as possible. I'm saying all this now. I don't mean to be, dump trucking a lot of information on you, because this is the last professor video. So if you have any questions, please email me. You know me by now. I get back to emails very quick. So give me an email with any questions. Your guys' eschatology chapters, for the most part, were great. I was anticipating a lot of problems, and there were relatively few. I was very, very encouraged by the fact that just about all of you, most of you, realized the importance of hermeneutics when it comes to eschatology. It's not just a doctrine you slap on at the end of all your theology. It's consistent with how you interpret Scripture. And a lot of you picked up on that, and I was really, really glad to see that, because you cannot divorce hermeneutics from any doctrine, let alone eschatology. All of our end times view comes out of the way we interpret Scripture, and consistently literal, grammatical, historical interpretation is the best, and you guys really owned in on that, which was really good. So I wanted to say that to you, and I'm looking forward to your Christian life chapters. This is your last one. There's some good journals I put in there for you. It's sort of a less tense chapter. It's definitely a less tense chapter, I think, than the rest of the doctrines. But it's an important one nonetheless. So this is an excellent way to cap off your doctrinal summary with this last chapter. It shows the applicability of all 11 doctrines and how it plays out in your life. A favorite of mine, I remember during my doctrinal summary, I quoted a lot from Francis Schaeffer. He's one of my favorite authors. He's one guy that can apply all of theology, all of the Christian worldview to everyday living, and has just written some fantastic things on that. Life in the Spirit is one of them, or True Spirituality, it's called, and depending on the publisher. Really good book if you get a chance to pick it up. But anyways, so that's it. So you guys you got the Christian Life reading logs to get in on the 23rd, which is today. Next week on the 30th, as your chapters are due. Then on the 6th, your oral defense copy. It's the first draft, but it's really a final draft. It's everything put together with all my revisions. That's what's going to your readers, your committee. That's what you're going to be defending. So make sure you got all those corrections in it. I certainly cannot catch all of them, so it's your product at the end of the day. So it'll be good though. So you send that in, and we'll get you your oral defense dates. We have a spring break between you sending that first copy in on the 6th and when your oral defense week starts, beginning on April 24th to the 28th on a Tuesday or a Thursday, and I will send you dates and with who your committee is going to be. So it'll be really good. I think you guys are all going to do great. I don't anticipate any major problems at all. And I can recall back to my own doctrinal summary defense and my doctrinal synopsis defense. It was a wonderful experience. So just enjoy it. Most people in the world will never even do something like this, let alone for your bachelor's degree. You guys will probably be the only ones, and you'll have a lot of great stories to tell about it. So just relax, and it'll just be fun. Plus, I'll be there too to help lighten the mood a little bit. Or call you out for not changing a period or a comma or a semicolon or something like that. But I'll do it very lightheartedly. Anyways, so to all of you in the class, Jim and Todd and Jonathan and Isaac and Kevin and Christopher and Sigourney, Roosevelt, I think I got everybody. It's been fantastic just learning from you guys, reading your works, watching you progress in your writing and in your formatting. It's been just a tremendous honor as your professor to be a part of that. So I hope that I have been beneficial to you, and this course has blessed your own research and writing, at least given you some new thoughts of how to do the writing process and what's expected of a good technical, academic, theological writer. You guys have been phenomenal. So I will see all of you at your oral defenses. I will send out dates for you guys during that week. But for right now, get in that Christian Life chapter, and that very important, that first copy. Please do not be late on that. Some of you have a tendency to be a little late. No extensions will be granted for that. You're not writing anything new. You're just fixing little things and making sure it's all formatted right. That's for your that first draft copy that's going to your readers on April 6th. That needs to be in there on the 6th. Or before. It'd be even great if you can get in before the 6th, too. So anyways, shoot me an email if you guys have any questions, and I will be praying for all of you, all right? Love you guys. Shalom.